We're gonna see. Let me go back and check and see if it's working now. It still got me froze on the screen. Let me see. Maybe if I mess around for a minute. Change the beam. It's just froze my stream up. Thank you. It still says I'm live. I just cannot interact with anything right now on the screen. It's not showing anything. You can't see me anymore. Can y'all see me now? Let's see. I went in and out. See if it's back to... Okay, you can hear me. Okay. I don't even know what I was talking about now. Oh, putters, I think. If you're still here. Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, yeah, so I putt with really soft plastics, as you can tell. But these are not the normal, but last season I was putting with links for a year, I think it was. I was PA3s, then links because they were a little bit glidier. But my putt, I just started kind of yanking putts and stuff. And where I was on RPM's team, I just had some 2s with me, and I just took them out one day. And these literally, you just put them on the pole. I put them on a little bit of hyzer usually. On pole, they just go straight. And for some reason, that just started kind of working for me. It's not my ideal disc, and they felt funny in hand. But that was partly because I had really stiff plastic, and I like really soft plastic. So I found some Magna soft ones, and now I've got these ones that's got me and Basinger on them. I don't have any left, but I've got like 8 of them outside of those that have been used. But yeah, they simplified my putt a lot. As long as I know I'm putting from my hip straight at the basket, that's basically where it's going. So that's what I'm putting with right now. They're really good for long putts too. I can putt like 100 feet or so, and pretty often can putt that far. It's just like so glidey. I'll back up and see if I can do some longer putts since I did the circle game. If you see these little white marks on my driveway, those are all circle 2 markers every 10 feet until this last one right here, which is like 66 feet for, I guess, circle 2's edge there. So I'm probably right here about 80 or so. But yeah, I just figured I'd give 2s a try since I was kind of yanking putts and stuff, and it's my least favorite mistake in a putt to make is a yank to the right. I would rather hit low or high on the basket and know that I'm on, just need to change the height, than to miss left or right. So that was driving me nuts. But yeah, there's 66, so yeah, I'm close to 80 here, I'd say 80 something. We'll just little stance, that is nose up, but pin high. Floaty. That wind kicked up hardcore just then. Put it on hyzer to the right. Jump in. Oh, I thought that went in. They're so controlled. Like I approach like this all the time. This is like a majority of my disc golf practice. I don't play rounds a whole lot. I just come out here and do stuff like this, which I think makes you score a lot better, in my opinion, just by being able to get yourself close to the basket. Oh, right off the top. Makes putting a whole lot easier because if you get good at putting it next to the basket, you don't have to putt that much. Takes the stress off of it, at least. I'd like to make one of these. Well, I hit the band at least twice. I'm gonna show you something. If you're not familiar with RPM stuff, so people talking about the P2, this is basically their P2, the Takapoo. Sometimes I'll call them the Takapitus. They're not quite as deep. They're a little bit shallower than a P2, so that's why I don't mind throwing them. But I throw them instead of putting. Do a couple little half throws. They're not as overstable as a P2, even though if you throw them a lot on hyzer, they will fade, but they got a little bit more glide and a little less stability. Ooh, that was crossing as well. I bag those. I also still bag an MB for more stable shots or further shots, because these are, I think, 2 speeds. MBs just go far, so. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh. Too far as well. I'm gonna pick some stuff up though. But I initially said, have you tried the Eclipse Wave? Eclipse Wave? No, I don't think I have. What'd they say? I've thrown a wave for a year, but gonna give it a shot. I threw some waves in a review a while back. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and every single one of them flew a little bit different, and it was throwing me off. And I think some of them, I had like really light ones, some that were a little bit heavier, and they were all different plastics. I was having such a hard time figuring out the wave that I just didn't go back to it. Now, what is it that I've thrown recently? What is it that Addison throws? I cannot remember what that driver is he throws, but it's I think it's MVP. I think it starts with an E. I can't remember what it is, but it's kind of got a little bit of flip to it. Final pieces is third plastic. I'm trying to remember what that other driver is that he throws. He really likes, or that. It's either an E or an A. I about called it the anxiety. I can't remember what it is. It is good though. I threw it once or twice and it was pretty good. I want to try a fission. What was it that we were talking about? I know the Photon. I've done it. I cannot remember what that disc is he throws though. I'm gonna go pick these up real quick. Keep on talking, and I can keep on talking as well. He throws an Ascend, but that's like a 6-speed. I know what it is. Man, I keep wanting to say like Eclipse or something like that, and I know that's just their plastic. If he was on here, he would say it immediately, and then I would remember it immediately. I cannot think of what that disc is called though. Oh well. MVP something, another, or it might be Axiom, but I thought it was black rimmed. I gotta look and see what the comment was. He said his son likes them. It's not the Insanity. I do know that one. That one's like what, like a 9-speed or something. I like them. Like I got a Glitch and actually Reactor and Glitch, Reactor, Envy in the bag. That might be the only overmolds that I can think of. It's in my bag. Where are these people? Log trucks. In the bag right now. Isn't it Mint and Clash? Like, I know Mint and TSA are made by MVP. I do know that. Yeah. The Excite. That's the name of that driver he likes. The Excite. It wasn't E. The Excite. That's it. He loves that disc. It's kind of like it's kind of Corvette-ish. No wind. Let's see. Not far enough. That was a little bad putt. It might. I was gonna say it might go in, but it was Yankee Doodle. I've not thrown the Pilot. I think he's actually thrown the Pilot too. Some, and it seems like it's pretty good. Oh, that was a horrible putt right there. Don't do that. Oh, they got blown. These are not overstable, so whenever you see them go far left like that, they're getting held by the wind. I'd like to make one of these biggins. Chest is popped. Okay, so yeah, you picked up some Pro Discus. Let's see. They got some good stuff. Like their plastic feels really good. Some of their molds I'm like not a huge fan of. Like I didn't like the Madari a while back when I tried it out, but the other stuff I've reviewed here lately has been pretty good. They're like discs I wouldn't throw all the time. Like those mids. It's got a chance. Drop. How many times can I hit the basket from here and not get it in? What are they called? The Pyramid and the Unicorn. They're like situational discs for me. Like if it was windy, I would probably throw them. Some little half throws with these since I don't put them. It's not a really great try at throwing it in. Dang it. Drop. Basket hits. Anybody? Try some forehands. Here a little high. Oh, I yanked that over. A little hyzer. Swing. Just go so far so easy. A good straight RPM mid. It kind of is going to be dependent on your arm speed, but they either have overstable or they have an understable one. I'll show it to you. I got my bag right here. So I bagged this. It doesn't come out crazy often. It's borderline a fairway. This is called the P Waka Waka. There you go. P Waka Waka. Piwakawaka. These are like a 6-speed, 6-glide, like a -2 or -3 turn with maybe a 1 fade, something like that. These are really good woods, like mid-ranges for like hyzer flips or straight turn. If you've got a low arm speed, it'll probably be good. Windy days, they probably wouldn't be amazing unless it's a tailwind. But in general, this is going to get you quite a bit of distance if you've got like a good hyzer throw or just a low arm speed in general. It's actually pretty good. It's not as it's nowhere near the stability of like a Hex or anything like that. It's on the understable side, but this would be their straightest mid-range. It's basically the mid-range version of the putter that I putt. It's really good, like I said, but like windy days, it's not going to be great. And then they've got the Kotuku or the Kotuku. It's actually the mid-range that Drew Gibson had some signature runs done with them last year. This is a Magma Soft one, and it's a little bit straighter, but it's a 5502. It's more overstable, but they're usable. Like they're not like beefy. They'll go further than what the pyramid was or the unicorns were going for me in those videos. But they're comparable to those. But they're pretty good. That's basically your two choices. Now, technically, this is a mid. I think they have listed. It's a Kia. It's basically like a Gator or an A4. But this is overstable, so it's not going to be an option for a straight backhand or a straight anything probably. Oh, those are good though, like approach discs. I throw yarns still too because I prefer a slower, lower profile a disc for short approaches and stuff than I do those. Those are for more like windy, longer shots is what I usually use those for. So let's see. Speaking of glitch it in. Oh, I just bounced around. I actually have my throwing tui here. I could putt at it. Oh, that was really bad. And this is my glow tui. So close. So close. Man. Got some. Try a couple of fun shots here. Real quick. Oh, that's way too far. Trying to skip it. Go! Ah. Man, didn't get it. Yeah, I would say if you want to, try that P Waka Waka out. They have a fairway too called the Pekka Pekka, which I like. It's a 9-speed, very glidey disc if you go into the fairway side of things. All their names, by the way, if you don't know, are Maori names for birds or animals there with wings. So they might be weird, but they have a cool little story with them being from Maori named things. Well, things, birds, kids' toys. Let's bring y'all closer while I pick these up. Maybe I'll throw some discs at that. Discs. That was a word slip there. If I was to start the Discord thing, though, y'all think y'all would jump in on that just to see what it's about? The only thing I've got reservations on is how hard it is to run a Discord. I know it's one of those things that supposedly, once you get it going, it kind of runs itself. It's just getting it going first would be the deal for me. And then having enough people join in. I don't want to start something and again and not be able to put anything towards it. Like I've got the Patreon, I've got Patreon members, but I'm up front with that as saying I don't get a lot of activity on the Patreon. I started it just on a whim and people started doing it, which is cool and I appreciate it, but I just do not get to do a whole lot on there. Wondering if a Discord would be a little bit better of a way to incorporate the Patreon and just have more. Would be good for your channel. Yeah, I mean, I might do it. I'm thinking about, I know foundation people, they talked about it being a good way to grow a community with your channels and stuff. So I'm thinking about it. Might end up doing it. I gotta look into it. I've not been huge on those things. I feel like an old person, but it feels like a young person's game, like TikTok. Even though I'm on TikTok, I'm not good at TikTok. Oh, let's throw a glitch over there. It's probably like 120 feet or something like that. Oh, wow. The wind was not nice to that. Go with Tui. Like I said earlier, this is a majority of my practice. It's like approach game stuff. This is literally like how my practice sessions go. Would anybody else do that in the yard? I'm lucky enough to have a big enough yard to do it. Hey, there's a 5th person on here. Cool. Welcome. Join in, ask questions, tell me stuff. Who knows? You could be a hater. I don't know. I have those sometimes. Oh, come on, drop. I haven't got to do a whole lot of upshot practice here lately because it's been snowy. It just now melted all. There's still some parking lots with snow in it. But I've been doing the tech disc work, and man, my fingers are just destroyed. I've had like a knuckle problem for a while. It's windy. Drop. Ooh. That was a run. A couple little forehand runs at it. Off the tree. Nope. Oh, nice. Nice. Got branched. Kind of bad yank, but parked. Oh, decent. Throw a couple, like, try to skip a couple off the driveway there. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good shot. Huh? Skip. Go in. Oh, man. I actually thought I made that. All right. I'm going to grab a couple discs real quick. Show y'all something. It's always funny now that I got this. I don't even know where they are. Daggone it. I'm not going to grab no discs because I took them somewhere else. It's kind of weird remembering that I've got this mic on my head so y'all can hear me from like really far away. I almost forget that. My favorite local course. So if I'm counting local as in here and also over towards Kingsport, Johnson City, all those areas, Harmon Hills. Generally, I've loved that course for a really long time. It's just been my favorite type of disc golf is woods, but also like having to play smart. And that's Harmon Hills. Like there's woods there, but you need to be smart. Like you don't have to have a ton of distance. I've been working on distance and I've got good enough distance to hang. But I like Harmon Hills because if you throw to the correct spot and are accurate, you can score really well there. And I have before. So I would say Harmon Hills is my favorite. Of course, I love the course here that I designed. But in general, I really enjoy playing Harmon Hills. It's just, if you throw to the right spot there, you get rewarded. You can get aggressive, and I do sometimes now. But you don't have to actually score a good round. Now, the gold layout, you do kind of have to get aggressive. And so far, I've not like shot like the most amazing rounds there on the gold, but I have shot decent. Like I shot 1 or 2 under. I can't remember. One of the times I played it, and then the other time I shot like even or something, and which ended up still being I think like 1,000 rated at the tournament. Like it was like the Harmon Hills Open this past season, and I'd only played that layout once before that, so I was happy shooting even and shooting a -1 in practice. But yeah, I'm in Big Stone. I live like if you've been to the Ridge, which is the course I was talking about that I designed. I live a mile from there, and I live a mile basically from the 9-hole AK Fraley course as well. So it's all very, very condensed here. I'm trying to get more courses in. And by the way, Variety Addison over there, his buddies and them over in Kentucky are putting in a new course. It's going to be very ridge-like. It's going to be wooded, but there's going to be a course over there in Kentucky. So if you come this way, you can play here, and then you could keep on going for like another 30, 40 minutes that way, and play another 18-hole course. And they've got it, I think, another course in the plans too, which is going to be a much higher level course. Yeah, I know the struggle of Bristol. I know the struggle of traveling in general to go play disc golf. Until we got this course here, well, the course is here, to play a tournament, we drove a minimum of an hour generally to play anything. And Bristol and Abingdon are like relatively close distance wise, but you cannot drive a straight line to them. You have to drive around all the mountains, and it takes like a very long time. Okay, so you lived in Charlotte for a little bit. I really got to get there and play some. No, it's like to get to Bristol, I have to either go to Kingsport or I have to go through Abingdon to get there. It's like Bristol's here, I'm here, I have to do this to get there. So it takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get to Harmon Hill, to Sugar Hollow. And then it also takes me an hour and 20 minutes to get to Harmon Hills. So it's just like no good straight ways. I just whistled to get to those areas over there to play. It's always like a day trip to do it. And it kind of sucks because Sugar Hollow's in Virginia. Like I'll have people from over there be like, you want to play Sugar Hollow with us? I was like, I'd like to, I can, but I got to plan that. They're like, well, it's in Virginia. I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's one of the further courses from me. It's just such a weird area. I always tell people we're kind of like, if you ever saw Oh Brother, Where Art Thou movie, kind of like that town. Geographical oddity. We're an hour away from everywhere. When I used to play music, I wrote a song that said that. And it's the truth. Still play music, but just drum mostly. Gives you a different vantage point. Good putt. I've got so many ways I play this yard now. Glitch. Let's see. Oh man. Wonder how long old little man's gonna nap today. A little tailwind here. Little fun little. You know, I'm gonna throw a hyzer, see if I can make a hyzer go in. Ooh, got some metal. Oh, it's gonna go too far. There we go. Nope. Really good right there, hitting the concrete. Let's see. Oh, come on. Get in. Oh. Negative. Try some more. A little bit higher. Let's dive into the, oh, I just died. I liked that for a minute. More. I got a fourth person on here. Again, let's try to skip off the driveway. Ooh, that is parked, but drilled the concrete. I did it 2 times in a row. Look at that. Accuracy. Just trying to hit the driveway, and I did. Hit the side of the drive. Yeah, I was basically just kind of wanting to get out here, do some practice. Let you all in on it. Get some thoughts and stuff. How am I at turbo putting? I don't know. I'll put you over here and we'll see. I used to do it messing around. There's a local dude here we call Turbo because that's what his preferred method of putting. I used to be decent at it. I wouldn't say I'm like great, but let me get these putters real quick out the driveway in case mama come home. We'll do a little scuba salute as I walk by. That was bad. Let's see. We'll get my stack of actual putters. We'll do some turbo putts. Let's try from like 25. Here we go. It's been a while. Oh, completely missed. Have to get loosened up for. There we go. It's actually a useful putt for being in trouble. It's like throwing though. Ooh, you can get a bush in front of you or something. That's the only way you can do it. First person I ever saw do this, Nick Cantrell, and I had to learn because of it. Yeah, elevated baskets, it's kind of useful. I don't change my, there's a driver putt right there, you see that? I don't like doing it unless I have to, just because I like putting the way I practice most. And I'm just comfortable. And being a good putter is 100% comfort. If you're uncomfortable while you're putting, you're probably increasing your chances of missing, is the way I look at stuff. So I only do it when I have to, but I have done it a few times in tournament, but not super often. I'll find all my putters. Here we go. Put those in there. I do practice a lot of stuff though, putting wise around the green. Like when I'm putting generally, especially right before a tournament, if I'm like warming up at a tournament, I straddle and stagger stance because I prefer a staggered like offset putt, but I know, especially in wooded courses, at some point in time during your round, you are going to be forced to straddle putt. So I generally, while I'm warming up, will stagger stance, and then I will go to a straddle as well to practice. Oh, look at that. I'm yanking it right now. Fix that. There we go. Oh, that went straight through the basket. Like I was almost on the pole and it went right through. So that's unfortunate, but that happens on this basket a lot. It's a good basket, but it's also bad for like pushing putts out and allowing cut through. That was just bad. Got a headwind right now, like really strong headwind actually. But yeah, I like to practice a lot of times to get comfortable. And sometimes if my stagger stance putts off, I will go to what's it called, a straddle putt to fix it, because sometimes if I go to straddle, um, I can tell kind of what's wrong. So a straddle, the way I think about it is, if I'm making putts from a straddle just dead on the basket, my upper body's working correctly because I'm not really using I'm not pushing. So if my straddle, I'm doing something and I'm missing putts bad, or in a stagger, I'm missing them bad, and I go to a straddle and I'm making them, it's something I'm doing with my lower body, and I'll fix it from there. So I use them both on that, but not turbo very often. Putting is such a funky thing because the way I putt is going to be way different than a lot of other people. And some people will putt like me. Holy cow. Man, what time is it? So we've been on about an hour. You guys let me know if you think like weekly live streams. I've toyed with the idea. I figured out I can live stream that game, Disc Golf Valley. I figured out how to do that through my computer and my iPad. I can probably do it. So if y'all would be into that, let me know. I'm probably going to look into the Discord thing potentially. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in the Discord, and share the stuff around. I just wanted to do a live stream just because I was kind of here by myself with the little man taking a nap. So I think this is a good time to end. If you've been on here, thank you for joining in. Go check out my latest video. It's not doing great, and I know why. Pretty much just didn't have a good thumbnail plan, and other part of the video is just a casual round. So go check it out if you want to. We played in the snow. Me and Addison did. It was fun. Hey, I'm trying to get them subs up. I mean, it's not too bad. I hit 3,000 right before the year started, and we're about at 3.2. So I mean, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I'm trying to keep it going. I'm wanting to do some more collabs. So I've talked to some other creators, and hopefully we're going to work some stuff out to get it going, get some more collabs out. But if there's some people you'd want to see me try to collab with, comment them down below. Let me know. And also go to their videos and start throwing my name out. So definitely do that. I am going to be collabing this tomorrow, actually. I don't know if I'm doing a video on my channel or not with them, but it's me, bass singer, and some other people going to be out there filming tomorrow a video, at least one. But yeah, if y'all want to see some stuff, go to some other channels and tell them you want to see us do some stuff together, because I'm looking to expand. I'm also potentially looking at some point in time maybe a second channel. I don't know. I like doing rounds just by myself, or just with other people, not just by myself. I just like doing rounds videos sometimes just because it's different from reviews. Reviews are fun sometimes, but they're also cost money to actually do. So I've thought about creating a second channel that would just be like challenge videos and rounds, because those just don't do good on this channel. I mean, the algorithm, I think, for reviews and tips and stuff. So if I do that, this channel would stay kind of the same content, like reviews, do some tips or something like that, and leave casual rounds and stuff for a second channel. So I could do something like that too, some extra like course management. It's so hard because in general there's like 3 workers for the town that will sometimes be able to go out there and work on the course here, and anything else that gets done is me and maybe one other person every now and then. So, like last year for the tournament that we had here, that Throwmore did, I went out myself and cleaned up and cut somewhere around 50 trees, and it was just me. And that is hard. So filming it and doing stuff like that's kind of hard. But course management too, you're probably talking about like actually managing your score. So I probably went a whole different direction on that. So if that's what you're talking about, that's a whole lot easier too. Yeah. I kind of got that after I thought about it for a minute. So yeah, that's a huge place that people lose strokes on. So I'd be down for that. I'd be down for doing some videos on that, and maybe, I don't know. I'd have to see. Maybe if I could get out there with some people that are newer or something and do videos where it's just like take them from here to there and try to see if it helps them out, like how to manage their scores and just show if they improve or not. I don't know. Some stuff like that I'm always interested in. But it's just like on this channel, it doesn't generally do good. So I think it's just because I'm not in the algorithm for that type of content. Other channels get pushed for it, and it's just, it doesn't work all the time here. Every now and then it'll hit like random rounds, but it has to be pretty good, like an announcement or something going along with it. So I don't know. We'll see. Let me know if you'd be into a second channel. The thing would be just grinding to get the numbers up on that channel would be something, but hopefully loyal people to the channel would go to that one too and check it out. But I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the comments and stuff. Share this link or something with other people so they can watch it and kind of leave some post comments, and go check out the most recent videos and give them some love. Yeah. See, I actually asked like the foundation people about it, and Hunter said that the way it sounds, it would be probably a good idea. Smash that like button. Yeah, there you go. I quit saying that stuff a while back because there was so much chatter back and forth between YouTube people being like, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that stuff, and then some people do. So try to make it intros and junk straight through and flashy and to the point. And that tends to be what keeps people's attention. So I don't know. Well, I'll keep on rambling if y'all let me. So let's go ahead and end it off. Thanks for checking in with me. It was fun. Till next time, maybe next week. We'll see. Leave some comments. See y'all. Bye.